Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about prepper sanitation and why it's very important for you to have some kind of porta potty. And I'm going to show you the new porta potty flushing toilet that I picked up. Hey everybody, welcome back. So I think this is probably one of the most important aspects of survival planning, one of them, and one of the least discussed aspects of survival planning. Proper sanitation is important in the aftermath of any large-scale catastrophe, because without it, disease can easily get into a community. Diseases caused by improper sanitation would include cholera, hepatitis, polio, typhoid, the list goes on. And the power grid could go down for an extended period of time, and some toilets just won't flush anymore. It's true you can flush the toilets after the electricity's off for a little while, but eventually the sewers will back up and you won't be able to flush, and that's because sanitation plants run on power. While they have backups for short emergencies, they're not equipped for a month-long power failure. In the case of an earthquake or severe storm, any of the pipes between the water treatment plant and your home could be broken, and the water won't make it to your house and you'll be left high and dry. So something as simple as a disaster or a bad septic tank, even on a long holiday weekend, which happened to us, no one come out and service it, that could be a disaster for you. In our case, we just had a stopped up plug somewhere between here and the septic, and it was a holiday weekend and nobody was there to come, use the router to clean it out. So for us, we had to use the alternative toilet for a good few days, couple days. And then when we had our flood in, I believe it was 2015, when our guest bathroom just flooded our house, when they were busy fixing both bathrooms, because both bathrooms were hit by it, we had to use portable toilet. Now I will get to showing you that one at the end. Really what today is we're talking about this one. This is one that I found that's probably the most economical online, and simple to use, seems to be very well made. The reviews on it were very good, and after I received it I was pleasantly surprised because it does seem like a really nice unit. Now something like this would also be handy in a bug out location. If you already have a bug out location that's off grid. If your home is off grid, and you're watching this and you're wondering, gosh, I really need to do something better than that 5-gallon bucket. First I'm going to show you what this comes with. Now of course it comes with a toilet. It does have, which is really nice because you don't have to stare at an ugly toilet, a foldable carry bag. And it does fit in here. It's a little bit of a struggle to get it in because it's just a large size, but it does fit in here, and that's nice for storage. It also comes with a manual. I mean, it's fairly self-explanatory, but it did help me figure out the pump, and we'll get into that in a second. Now, the specifications on this. It's made from a high-density polyethylene. The holding tank is on the bottom. This is this part here. These do separate. We'll demo that in a sec. That holds 5.3 gallons, or 20 liters. The freshwater tank on top holds 3 gallons, or 12 liters, and it is very corrosion resistant. I didn't see any kind of metal in here anywhere. Very simple system to use. It does have a fill or empty little meter right there. So when this is full, that will be red and you go dump it. This is how it looks. I know there's a little bit of red in there. There's also a little bit of plain water in there because I had to test it out and flush it. But when it's full, it'll be completely red. I'm going to give you a quick demo of how it works, and then we'll actually show you it working. The first thing you're going to do, you lift up the top. You have a nice sturdy seat here. Let's put that down. This is your plunger here. You're going to pull that up, push down to flush. This is where you fill your fresh water over here. Okay. This is your drain for your dirty water, your gray water. When you're done, when you separate the two, this piece swings out, and you can empty it with a nice thing that keeps it far away from you. Won't let you get anywhere near it. Okay. Now, after you've pumped and you got the water in there, you'll pull this back. Let me open that up for you and I'll show you. And that middle piece there in the middle will open up and go into the gray water tank. So, all in all, a pretty cool system. Really simple, really easy to use. It comes apart like this. I'm going to take these up and off. And it takes a little bit of a push because there is a little bit of a seal here. And it separates. And there you go. And this is the only part that has to leave your house and get dumped. So, real simple. I'm going to show you our old one and why we upgraded to this. And then we will demo this one for you. Now, I did forget to mention one thing on the statistics for this one, on the specifications. You will get 95 to 98 flushes per full clean water tank. So that's pretty decent all in all. It's not something you have to constantly service. Now let's get into this guy here. This is our old one. And I got this, I want to say 2000. You know, it was at a local sporting goods store somewhere in California before we moved here to Nevada. And it opens up the top there. Let me put that top over there. You have a spot here for your toilet paper. I do store the chemicals for it inside here. This is your seat. But here's the thing. All this really is a fancy 5-gallon bucket. That's it. Now I do have some RV chemicals in here. I recently rotated all this stuff out about a year ago. You will still probably want that in this one, just to keep the smell down. I know that this one smells when you use it. There's no way around it, even with the chemicals in it. It's going to smell a little bit. The chemicals will mask it. This is actually the best stuff I found that really does knock the smell out, this Camp Chem. And all this stuff I picked up at Walmart in the RV section. It's really simple. I have a bunch of different stuff. Whatever was on sale, I bought a little bit of it to try it out. I do have more of this put away somewhere in my storeroom. But this is just what I keep in here in case I have to grab and go with this. And I intend to store this with this either in the bag or in the toilet somewhere, maybe in the bowl up top somewhere with some chemicals in there. So as you can tell, while it worked, it wasn't the best. I mean, the seat's kind of lame. You know, it did its job, you know, but maybe I can pass it on to somebody else that needs it and sell it for, you know, a little bit, and someone else will have a little bit of sanitation when the power goes out. So let me take this one down on the floor. We're going to move over that way on the floor there, and I'll demo how it flushes. I'll fill it up and demo it for you. All right, so we have it set up down here on the floor, how you would use it. I'm going to show you the pump first and the water spray and how it works. It's actually set up so that it sprays along here and splashes around the bowl. I'll show you that. So you see you get a pretty good flush there, and then you open that up. There is a bit of suction because the water is drawn up from the inside, so there's a bit of suction there, so it does suck it down a little bit. We're going to try it out. Let me close that. I'm working at a very odd angle here. We're going to take this shop towel, put it in there. I don't know if that's going to flush because it's not wet yet. And we're going to flush it. We're going to fill it up with water. Let's see if it goes down. And it does. Now you don't necessarily want to put towels and stuff in there because that only way to get into that is through that pipe. I just did it as a demo. So with your toilet paper and stuff, if it does degrade, that's fine. But baby wipes and stuff will get clogged up in there, and you'll probably have to mess around with it where you don't want to. So very simple to operate, very simple to use. I guess you could leave that hole open if you want. I prefer to flush it and have that suction pull everything down. Very easy to clean as well. You know, it's just polyethylene. Simple wipe down with a little bit of bleach and everything's good to go. So I'm going to separate it and show you how to empty it. Alright, let me get down here and I'll show you. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to unsnap this. I showed you this before. You're going to separate the top and bottom. Top still has water in it. That's clean water. And this is what we want to dump. So we're going to move this guy out here like that. Open it up. Now, you don't want to drop sewage down your driveway, obviously, but this is just clean water. We know that already, so we're not going to worry about it. And there you go. Now, I didn't flush much, so obviously there's not much water in there. And you see why you don't want to put paper products in there, because that's not come out, that little blue thing. Now, we haven't used this yet, so I don't feel too creeped out about putting my hand in there and digging that out, but you get the idea. It's very simple to empty, very simple to use. And again, this seals up nice and tight, so you don't have to worry about fumes and smell and anything while you're dumping it. You're going to push this to reset your counter, and you're good to go. So that's how it works. So there it is, all wiped up. I'd say cleaned up, but nothing was dirty in it. And I got to say, so far, it's performing very well. I like the way it works. I obviously wasn't going to demo it for real for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now, as far as price goes, at the time of the making of this video, it is $94.99. And that was the most economical one, and honestly the cheapest one I could find on Amazon that does what this does. It has the flushing feature to it. So I think as a prepper, and as you think long-term down the road, you know, something a long-term disaster, something like that, you know, it's just about having those comforts. and something like that could really help out when your regular toilet might not be working very well. And this is one of those preps that I feel could work anywhere from, you know, a high-rise apartment in the middle of Manhattan to a cabin in the middle of nowhere. You know, really, this can pretty much work anywhere for you. It doesn't take up a ton of space. I am going to show you what it looks like in the bag in a sec. I'm going to put it in the bag, and I'll bring you back after that. But I really like this so far. I'm very pleased with my purchase. It is a little bit bigger than my old one, which is just that round little bucket, basically. But it'll definitely go into storage and be ready for use. So let me slap it in the bag there, and I'll give you a look at what that looks like. Alright, so that's what it looks like in the bag. Not too bad. It wasn't too bad to get it in there either. So I realized I never actually gave you the name of this toilet, and it's all the way at the end of the video. But this is made by a company called VINGLI, V-I-N-G-L-I, and it is their portable flushing camp toilet. And I will put a link down below in my Amazon store so you can check that out. And as always, don't forget to check out our affiliate page there. We've got lots of stuff that we've tested in the channel. You can click those links, shop as you normally would, or check out some of the stuff that we've put together here for the channel for you. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below. I'm starting to see people being able to find what they want again. That's very, very cool. The freeze-dried stuff is slowly coming back into stock. A lot of it is fully back, so don't forget to check that out. And as always, don't forget to check out our Olight link down below. Make sure you get registered, check out some of their lights. Another sale is coming up in a little bit, so you definitely want to be ready for that. And I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.